Hey guys, welcome to the Haley Strategic Showroom. Today I want to talk to you about some product offerings that we've just recently released, specifically the WML and the WMLX from us and Enforce. Now, we started working with Enforce about 5 years ago, and when we first saw this WML, we thought it was a great product option for people out there because of the streamlined design, built in the USA, and it was also a very economically priced light as well. So when we looked at it, we wanted to build in a combat weapons light feature to it, which has been proprietary to HSP, specifically talking about the momentary only function. Because when we're talking about principles or applications of light, we want to be able to utilize that light the way we want to. So we want good power authority. So if I'm searching, I don't want to go high, low, strobe when I wanted high, high, high. So that's where we take basically the certainty of a light working when I want versus the probability of a switch potentially confusing myself or not being able to dominate the target with light if I absolutely needed it in that split second. So that's where you'll see the momentary feature is specific to HSP. Now, when we talk about the Gen 2, this version has been completely redesigned from the ground up. Okay, so when we talk about the body itself here, a lot of people have questions, well, it's not a metal light, so I don't know if I can trust it. Well, if you think about the polymers today, especially these great glass-filled polymers, handguns, magazines, and actual primary or carbines, weapon systems that have polymer built into them, it can be very strong and very durable and reliable if it's built correctly. So as far as the body of the new HSP WML, it is that glass-filled polymer, and it's been sonic fused properly with the head and the body, so you won't see any parts coming apart if it drops on the ground or gets beaten up or hit really hard. You still have the integral locking mechanism for the 1913 rail, so you can mount it direct to any rail on your carbine, or you can put it on an offset mount, which has been a popular option on our HSP offset 1913 mount, to add a little bit more ergonomics there with the weapon if you want. You'll also notice on the WML version, there's no switch system on the side, so we've got a CNC machine plug in there that takes out all the programming capabilities. So basically it is momentary only. So when you go to the back of the weapon system and you see this digital switch back here, that's also been redesigned to give a better texture, and the rubber's been upgraded so it works in specifically cold weather. It's not going to have that really stiff rubber feeling when it gets cold now. We still have the Lockout Safety lever on the back here, but you'll notice it's not screwed in anymore. It's actually adaptable. You can take it off if you want by just simply pulling it off if you don't want that feature on there, or you can put it back on. Or if it ever does break or a screw comes out like in the old Gen 1s, you don't have that problem for getting it fixed really easily. As far as the head's also been redesigned as well from the ground up. You'll notice when you turn it on, you're going to have a much hotter beam, 400 lumens versus the older 200 lumen light. You're going to get a better spill, and you're going to get more candela or throw down range. So you're going to put those lumens where you want them. You'll also notice these vent systems on the side, which isn't just for aesthetics. It's actually a proprietary heat dissipation venting system that Enforce has that actually cools the light as well if you're running it for long periods of time. The head of the WML and the WMLX has a lockout feature, so if I turn it a quarter turn, the light will go off. If I turn it back on, the light comes back on. That's a great feature if you're running operationally and you don't want your light to discharge accidentally at any given time, or if you're storing it for a long time and you don't want it bumped or it's in a case when you're traveling, you won't hit that button. And it does not ghost draw either anymore with the Gen 2s, where we may have slightly seen that in the past with certain lights. You don't have to worry about this draining down your battery when it's in that mode. So again, the light has been completely redesigned, but still the same layout, still the same size. The weight's only 3.2 ounces. It takes a single 123 alpha lithium battery. That'll give you about an hour-and-a-half runtime at max power. It's also been combat tested now, and of course tested here at HSP and inside of chamber and facility testing to make sure that we can rely on this weapons light as being 100% durable and you can trust it. So that's the WMLX or the WML. Now the WMLX, this is the new guy, this is the big guy. So this is the 2-cell version, so 6 volts of double 123 alpha lithium batteries. The unique feature about this one is you will notice that there's a toggle switch on the left side of the light. And this toggle switch allows us to go 800 lumens full power. If you switch it back, it switches it down to 400 lumens of power. Now you can probably already imagine what you can do with that. So if you had an internal lighting environment or close quarters combat and you didn't want to overpower, especially if you have lighter walls in your house, for example, or you make entry into a house and you notice the walls are lighter and you're putting off way too hot of a spot, you can simply flip that switch back down to 400 or back up to 800 if you step outside. You need to PID targets out to 150, 200 meters at night. This light will absolutely do that. Same features on this one as the WML. Except that momentary and to 400 to 800 is still there for this WMLX lights. You still get that good power authority. And this one, the runtime at 800 lumens is about 2 hours. When you switch it back to 400 lumens, that'll give you about 4 hours of runtime at that as well. Again, great spot, great flood, great spill, but gives you the adaptability and options in different lighting environments. So when people get really controversial and they start talking about, well, I need more lumens versus less, well, now we got a light that gives you both instead of having the argument or just one option now. So that's why we jumped on that and made this switching system proprietary to HSP. So guys, this is the WMLX, and they both come in black or coyote. You can check them out on our website if you need more information, or if you got questions, feel free to post them below and we'll try to get back to you on those. And again, keep an eye out for new product offerings coming from Haley Strategic. I'm Travis Haley, guys. Thanks for joining me. Stay sharp and be safe.